What's up, guys? I'm Everlight. Welcome to Black Knight HQ here for a new series that we're going to be running on Tranceportal. This is called Tranceportal in the Studio with Everlight. So this is a new series that we're going to be running here on Tranceportal where I'm going to be giving you a 5-minute quick tip to level up your productions in the studio. And today we are going to be talking about something which a lot of people do not do, and it will massively improve your kick drums and your bass lines. We are going to be talking about how to tune your kick drums. What's up, guys? We are here in the studio. I have Ableton open. I have a project here which I want to show you, which is going to demonstrate our tip today. So I want to get started then. Let's talk about tuning kick drums. So I want to preface this by saying that a lot of kicks in modern trance differ from other genres in that they have big boomy tails on them. For example, I've got some drum and bass kicks just to really kind of show you what I'm talking about. These are the drum and bass kicks. And this is the trance kick. Big boomy tail on that one. So that kick sounds really good on its own. It sounds nice and big and beefy. However, that nice weight to it, it often has a note which is too low for a lot of people to perceive. But that note can produce tuning problems when you're working on tracks that have bass lines that overlap the kick. So say you've got a kick hit and then you've got a rolling bass line. For example, a 16th rolling bass line like this one. There are going to be elements within the track, there's going to be timings where that bass line is playing at the same time as the kick, and if your kick is not in tune to your bass line, that's going to create a dissonance within the low end of your mix, which when scaled up to big club sound systems is not going to sound very good at all. So a lot of the time, if you take that kick drum, that nice subby kick drum, and you tune it so that it's in the same key as your bass line, it's going to give your kick drum and your bass line overall a lot more power. It's going to create a nice consistent bed of sub bass there, which when scaled up to a nice big beefy club sound system is going to sound awesome. So if you want to figure out whether or not your kick is in tune, you can do two things. You can use your eyes or you can use your ears. So to use your eyes, a lot of modern EQ plugins come with this feature. Ableton in particular does. Down here in the bottom left, you'll see that when I'm mousing around, it shows me the key of the frequency which my mouse is currently hovered over. So if I play my kick drum here and I move my mouse cursor to the highest peak of the sound, which is just here, we can see in the bottom left that this particular kick drum is in the key of G sharp, which is not particularly great because this particular bass line is written in the key of G. So just to really drive home how out of tune that sounds, we can use our ears, and using our ears is actually extremely easy. All we need to do is grab a distortion plugin like Ableton saturator and just drive it way up. And when you do that, you can hear the note of the sound coming through because of the distortion. But to really drive it home, you can transpose the entire sound up by 1 octave, which is 12 semitones. And now if we play that alongside our bass line here, if we pitch the note of the kick drum down by 1 so that it goes from G sharp to G, which is the same key of our bass line, you can hear immediately that the kick is pitched down. It kind of fits in with the bass line, even though the kick sounds ridiculous at the moment. But now that we've got the note sitting correct against the rest of the bass line, we can disable the distortion plugin, and we can also pitch the entire sound down, back down by a whole octave, 12 semitones. Now when I play the kick and the bass together, we have a tuned kick and bass drum working in tandem. When you play that really loud on a nice big beefy sound system, that's going to sound nice and super clean. But guys, that's pretty much everything I have time for today. I do hope that you have found this quick tip extremely useful, and I will catch you all again on the next episode of Tranceportal in the Studio with Everlight.